Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your April 2025 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Reason I was pausing, I was like, okay, what sign am I up to right now? So, this is my second channel. I was going to say my new channel, but actually, I think I posted my first videos last July. So, not really new, but then I kind of let it go. I I did it for a couple of months and, not very consistent because when you have personal readings to do and you have a main channel, it's like that kind of thing doesn't really take top priority. So I'm going to try to be more consistent. I can only try. And thank you if you've subscribed or you plan to subscribe because that would be really cool as I try to get this off the ground more. Alrighty then, this is for April 2025. Woo! Oh, that's a good card. I'm just going to take them off the top, I think, instead of even cutting this deck. So let's just do it that way. See what happens. We'll see what comes up here. All right. The heart of the matter is the Nine of Cups, and this is a card of wish fulfillment. And Um, well, I'm seeing the Nine of Swords. I was going to say, be careful what you wish for, but that's very cynical, obviously, and I don't think that way. But I do think that it's like the in Buddhism they have the Four Noble Truths, and one of them is getting what you want is one of the causes of suffering, and that seems almost like hard to wrap your brain around, because why would that even be a thing? And I think one of the reasons why is because we fantasize that that's going to solve everything. And I think that sometimes actually it can be very scary to have the thing that you want come true, to have that dream job, to have that dream relationship, because if you have been operating in a life that was devoid of those things, it can feel like almost like the other shoe's going to drop. I know it. This is too good to be true. Something's bound to happen. And, like when you grow up like with a lot of chaos around you, dysfunction, those kinds of things, it really does get scary when the good stuff starts happening. So please keep in mind that if something wonderful happens to you, you deserve it. And I know that a lot of Leo people operate like that. Or at the very least, you want to think that you're like that, but sometimes it can actually be not so much. And remember that some Leo people, you may have inner planets in Cancer, and you may be a lot more sensitive than your average um, fire sign. And like your moon sign can be any sign, including other water signs. Maybe it's Scorpio, maybe. And I have like videos with the sun in Leo and the moon in Scorpio and what that represents, or the moon in Pisces. And it makes for a person who's a Leo who's not necessarily that sure of themselves. And that can actually be an endearing quality sometimes, because the cocky fire sign, I'm a Sag myself, sometimes it doesn't go over very well. So it can be nice to have a more humble nature, shall we say. In the past position, we have the Queen of Cups. This is a card of your intuition, or, like your psychic abilities coming online, your creative abilities. A Leo is a very creative sign. You rule the house of creativity, the fifth house in astrology. And so with these two cards together, maybe you went for it and now you're able to get your dream come true. The creative project that you've always wanted to have, or even with love, the cups are connected to our emotions, and therefore, by extension, you could say our relationships. So having a a good relationship means that, first you have to kind of feel into it to think, should I, that this person asked me out on a date, should I say yes? This person asked me to marry them, should I say yes? And that kind of thing can be like trusting your intuition versus just like whatever your desires are, but really trusting that it's the right thing. The higher message, this was what I was alluding to, is the Nine of Swords, which is a card of anxiety, insomnia. So something troubling you at a deeper level. But this is the spiritual position, this where, that I'm picking it. So it's more of a look at it from a philosophical level than kind of a predictive level. It's talking about more of what kind of feelings does it bring up for you when things go well. Do you tend to get anxious? Because I guarantee you that some people will say yes, when the Nine of Cups energy comes along. They may feel like this is like a, a terrible joke. This is going to backfire, all this good stuff. And again, it's only old programs that are keeping you locked in low expectations of what is possible for you. What crosses you is the Seven of Wands. That's that defensiveness that causes you to feel like you have to protect yourself. It's like self-protectiveness. I talked about Cancer. That is the hallmark of Cancer. So if you're a Leo with Mars and Cancer, this is how you tend to operate. You tend to kind of, if you think of Cancer as the crab and it's the shell, the hard shell that is always feeling attacked. And this is something that is coming from that person's woundedness. It's not real. It's coming from their woundedness, their lack of healed, the shadow side of themselves that is unhealed, that they are not aware of. And that keeps you pushing away people, and things of that nature. And usually Leo people are very warm, but you may have this kind of this fear that has taken over because it's like, this is too good to be true. Also, if you have become a parent, if you've gotten pregnant, not Nine of Cups, but Queen of Cups this is like a mother type of thing. And even if you're a man, I would say that this is relevant because it could be like if you have always wanted to be a parent, or maybe the Nine of Cups suggests that it's something that is wanted. Maybe it wasn't expected, but it's wanted, but it brings up those fears. So again, it could be that unhealed self. Like, I don't know if I don't want to do what my parents did to me, or I don't know if I'm capable of being a good parent. And so it's like pushing back with the Seven of Wands. What's coming in is the Three of Swords. Now, there's two interpretations of this. The first one would be cutting something off very, maybe even suddenly and thoroughly. So it could be like a relationship that is not serving you. So With the Nine of Cups, maybe you have found someone who you feel is the person for you, but you're already in a relationship. And so the in that case, the Nine of Swords can be that fear that you have to like deal with some kind of breakup or hurting someone else. The Three of Swords can be about, very cleanly breaking off from something that is not what you want anymore and doing so very decisively. It can also be the feeling of heartbreak because you know that something was a lie. I actually believe that this is about um, reprogramming yourself. And as strange as it may seem, it's almost like you have to let go of your story. Let go of, I mean, that's not really that strange, but I mean, the anything that you felt created your pain, breaking up with that, letting go of that, because good things are coming your way. And you don't have to hold on to, you don't have to like defend anything anymore. That was something that served you at one time. It made you feel safe, but now you don't need that because you have a lot of good things coming your way. The outcome is the Ace of Swords, and this is like having clarity to forge a new path. This is also about getting out of any kind of denial or mental confusion. And I feel like for some people with the Three of Swords, this might be something where you have been like, and with the Nine of Swords, where you have been dealing with a lot of mental stress, perhaps from another person. Doesn't have to be just in your private life. It could be even in the workplace. And now you really see things for what they are. And you're able to make that clean break and forge a new path. You don't have to stay where you are. Leo is a fixed sign. You tend to like that feeling of familiarity, but familiarity breeds contempt sometimes. And sometimes you have to move on. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, be it astrology, tarot, or both, please check the link below for my offerings. Have a great month. Bye.